I bet you are,
Yeah.
you greedy little bear, you. Oh,
Okay, let's move this over here. Cool. So it has been a while, including if you count our failed attempt. But I assume everyone can hear me just fine now. Don't seem to be
Yes.
getting kicked out of a Discord call intermittently.
Don't jinx it.
Well, yeah. I take that as a sign that it's all working out. So,
When it comes together.
after traveling back to what did you decide to call it? Wherever this cabin is.
I think the
And
cabin
finding-
realm, right?
Yeah.
Sure, the cabin realm. And finding what you now discovered or theorized to be a young mama deciding to test, to see about returning and what you could figure out how much time would pass or whatever. You came back and found that Rayron had in fact made it to this cabin at some point, met May, they fell in love, and now she is quite into the late stages of pregnancy. And talking with her and finding out all about that, there were moments of and attempts to coerce her into leaving this home that she's built, and things were getting weird and cold, and finally Tower realized that the area around him had frozen over. All his friends, including May, were locked in a stasis of some kind, and a spectral entity floated before him, commanding him to not disrupt the flow of time. And that is where we shall pick it up.
did we really not go with May Realm?
Nope.
It just seems like it's right there on the table.
Yeah.
Um, that being said, can you tell me more of like a visual description of the figure I see in front of me?
Yep, I might even be able to do one better and share with you an image.
Oh, don't threaten
That
me
will
with a good
encapsulate it.
time. Yeah, nah.
Upload. That is somewhat the beauty of playing online, is that I can do things like that. If I can find it. There it is. Boink should be coming in now.
Oh, well.
I don't feel you yet.
I put it in Wild Wild Wars.
Whoa.
Gotcha. I should probably look there then.
I try to keep
yeah.
things like this, and that I'll put it there because that
makes
makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Wookiee skeleton.
Oh, yeah.
So basically this, yet a little less tied down by gravity, as there is like flowing hair billowing out from under this hood. And
Are those
Yeah.
legs that start at the shoulder
no, those are arms.
that go all
And
the way
long-
to the ground?
They're pretty elongated, yes.
Whoa.
This thing is, and like you can see, like the neck is also slightly elongated. It looks like a person that has been like stretched by a funhouse mirror almost a little bit. It's like just a little otherworldly.
Being a time entity, I assume it's from a time when the ape-descended humanoids were more ape-like, and that's why his arms are so long. It's like a monkey
Time
type
Wraith,
thing.
not kill Time Wraith.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Fair enough. Thank you for the picture. That's great. time rates, as it's a name I just heard, so I'm going to go with that for now, has told me that I shall not disrupt the flow of time. So I am going to reply to that. I meant no offense. I did not know that it was even possible to. What are you? I'm sorry. This is all very peculiar.
We are keepers of the flow.
Okay, that is fair, and I did not mean to cause you any trouble. If our being here is disruptive, we can cease this line of conversation immediately.
You may observe till the abiding time that your actions become part of the flow itself.
There's something in your accent. Can you just repeat that one more time? I'm so sorry.
You may observe until your actions become part of the flow itself. Attempting to disrupt the flow, and we will be forced to pluck you from the flow itself.
If that is your duty, I understand, and I will not cross the boundaries you have set. Might I ask, who assigned you these duties? I'm just so curious about how this all is.
No.
And everything is restored.
Fair enough.
No wraith inside.
Do we know that we were frozen?
Nope.
Or is it like no time's passed? Okay.
No time has passed.
Can you remind me what was
what were we
said
talking
right
about?
for that?
Tower was trying to convince May to...
Oh, of course.
I think this was actually the one where... Man, I'm having trouble remembering, but I think it was actually Tower trying to stay, if I remember correctly.
That's what it was.
Oh, yeah.
Convincing May to let
And
help
us
raise
leave, right?
a child. With her.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right. That's right. That's what it was. I totally forgot kind of too. That would be. Okay.
That was.
Well, I don't know. So I guess those words just escaped my lips, right? So I guess we're waiting on May's answer? Or I guess I could just interrupt and start talking.
We have a mind link up, right?
Yeah.
Think so?
Oh, over the mind link, I'm going to say, Tower, I don't think this is a good idea.
It's like it's a hell of a sacrifice.
You
to
can't
me.
stay here. You can't.
It seems, and this is Tower saying this out loud, after like its eyes kind of dilate and go wide in the immediate aftermath of the right appearance and disappearance. It seems that my suggestion will not be possible.
Well,
And before she can get it out, you see a decent, let's see, about 2.5 foot long snake-like creature that had crawled through the open window of this house, or like opening in the window. Lightning fast lash out and bite her in the wrist. Clamped.
Wow, son of a bitch.
Tower moves to try to get it off.
Is that voice coming through correctly? Just
Yeah.
because I don't hear it.
Yeah.
Okay, good. She will like crumple to the ground, slightly unresponsive, but it's whatever's happening. What's that, Tower? By the way,
Tower would move to remove the snake. You said it was clamped on, right?
yeah, it has its mouth is like clamped to like her wrist area. The rest of it has now coiled itself around her forearm.
Yeah, Tower would, if killing it's necessary, it would try to kill it. But yeah, definitely removing it in any way possible.
I mean,
without hurting it further.
It's latched on pretty damn good. It's up to you how you want to take care of that.
Tower's hand flips backwards and reveals its hidden blade, which is attached to a rope, and goes in to slice the snake off.
Sure. Go ahead and slice it off. Make an attack roll, if you will.
Yep. I guess that would be, yeah, it's this one, actually. But it shouldn't have, what should it not have? So yeah, it's 17 for the attack. And I guess you had just a 7 damage there.
Oh.
Yeah, don't worry about
for
the
20 foot.
Yeah, this is with the kunai with rope. So
right.
If I would, that's alternate damage if I was using an alternate attack thing where I can extend it out and like throw it essentially, but still have it attached. But I'm not doing that. This is just using it as a little knife.
Oh, I was like, well, why? Because those numbers rolled the same, I got confused as to why it was even necessary. But hovering over it, I see it was just crazy circumstance.
Yeah.
Okay. That is easily enough. And let me just go ahead and give you a picture of that creature as well. Might as well. If I got a picture for it, I might as well let you see it, right?
Yeah, sure. I love it. I like visuals.
It shouldn't have come through.
Oh, that's not.
That is easily enough to make it through the skin of this creature and sever the connection between body and head. You so desire. Upon which the head will go slack, and basically gravity will move it. At that same time, from near the front door, like there's multiple windows. This is along the back area where the kitchen portion is, but near the window by the front door side, if you're familiar with that, just move you over to this just so you get a good lay of the land again. You understand what I'm talking about? Like over here. You hear
No!
Do you turn to see what made the sound?
Yeah.
Yeah, show me the bandicoot.
You see, kind of crouched through the window area, this little frog toad-like creature. Seems bipedal, at least in this moment. Bigger than a normal frog. Like it's about I almost said yay big. It's about the size of a small doll. Like that's not really helpful either. It's only about a foot tall. It's about a foot tall and probably about half a foot wide. They are clothed. They have this little sack, like knapsack, on their back, and the thing that you really notice is that, unlike normal frogs and toads that you see in the world, this one seems to have two elongated ears, almost like a goblin's ear, that kind of raise off the back. Their hand outstretched in shock, trying to stop. That's all they could do to just try and stop you. They, of course, could not. I do have a picture of this person as well.
Oh.
Well, go ahead.
Sorry, it's the window is open and it is in the window, or it is outside of a closed window?
It's inside now, having kind of crawled in
Okay.
to the scene. Yeah.
Is May poisoned?
You weren't supposed to do that.
I what was that? Is my friend in trouble? We need to
Yes,
her.
yes, May's in trouble. May's in trouble. That's a dread thing ass.
You know May?
May's my friend.
He is our friend as well. But
Oh.
Dreadfang at what are we talking about here? Was I not?
Is
I
it
was
poisonous?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we reverse it?
I'll cast Lesser Restoration.
I'm going to move over to May. I'm going to quickly attempt a lay on hands, 5 points worth to try and neutralize the poison.
Probably less costly than the spell slot, right?
Kind of
Yeah.
flipping over, you can see the area is already festering where she was bit. It's darkened black, and purple streams are starting to like trickle off from the puncture wounds, kind of chasing up her forearm just a little bit so far. You pump in your lay on hands. You don't notice it waning. Go ahead and make a... Let me think. It could be Arcana, it could be Nature, it could be Medicine. It's up to you.
That sure is a trio of things that look about the same.
That's not my problem.
No, it isn't.
I'm just kidding.
I'm going to throw a proper medicine at that.
Okay.
Hey.
And assuming that is not enough, I'm also going to try the psychic bolster on that.
What does that do?
An extra D6, which probably is not going to cut it.
10 medicine. It's definitely a bite, but you're coming up short on you're coming up short on what's going on here.
I'm good at nature. Can I do a roll to know if I know what could stop the spread of that or reverse it or something?
Sure. 21 nature. You're also a reptile. I would say that usually for a snake bite. What the? Oh my god. You would know, like say you were bit by a rattlesnake or something, you'd know that the sooner you get it taken care of, the better. And usually you'd need something that could maybe, when things inject venom, you often need something that can get it out. But the fact that the lay on hands isn't helping makes it weird. You get the feeling that this is deeply unnatural.
May friend, I know not what to call you.
My name's Wislow.
Wislow, friend Wislow.
I didn't put on the voice. I'm sorry.
Oh, I didn't notice because you did your own.
Oh,
voice.
good. Yeah, I
It's
know.
good.
It's fine.
Can I roll insight on Winslow to see if
Sure. Yeah,
if
absolutely.
I think he's actually her friend?
Mm-hmm. Maybe I will just give that to you. That makes sense. Oh, goodness. If I can remember how.
Right. It's been a minute. There might be a whisper button you can use.
I do. I have.
Okay, cool.
That's what I was looking for. I clicked the wrong thing when I did that. Yeah, I'll let you know.
Okay.
While you're letting her know, the question I wanted to ask was, why was it an issue that I killed this creature? It seemed like it was
I
just
think I
doing
misspelled a
damage.
word, but you can deal with it. Sorry.
Yeah. No worries.
Oh, God, I fucked up a lot there, but you can figure it out. I wrote it in Winslow speak.
Because when it's dead, it's worse. Maybe Carapax will know.
Terrified.
Mm-hmm.
Go on. Who is Carapat? What
He's the archfey, the eternal elder.
Well, that seems somebody very knowledgeable, probably.
More than Winslow.
You got any directions on you?
Maybe Winslow can take you.
Is there time? This seems very
Urgent.
She passed out immediately. Is she still breathing even?
You want to check?
I mean, sure, I'll check, but I ain't got much to go that way.
Nice.
She is still breathing. It is labored.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try casting lesser restoration. I know it's not likely to do anything, but I feel like we gotta rule things out. So there you
Sure.
go.
Might as well give it a shot.
Yep.
Yeah. And in fact, you realize something else is happening here. This place is weird. This should usually work. It's not working.
Sounds weird, guys.
Did
I wish-
we discover something about the water that has special properties, or am I making that up?
You're making that up.
Okay.
Good try. Good try, though.
All right.
Do any of you have any means of removing the venom itself somehow? I don't. And Tower pulls down Tower's mat and reveals.
I got lips.
And yeah, Tower gets out the way.
Yeah. Well,
I've got
give
my
it a
horse.
shot.
I can try and go quickly to find this. What was their name again?
Carapax, the eternal elder. We should take her there.
Oh.
Maybe.
Okay. I have no other lips. I think we should try. Definitely.
yeah, I'll try.
But apart from that, yeah, let's get her on the horse as well, and let's get going.
I'm surprised Aranoa is quick to touch her lips to anything, but that's me. I'm just kidding.
Lost. Wait, sorry, I'm thinking Shra.
Huh?
Oh,
Your
yeah,
bad.
yeah. So yeah, you as soon as you get down to it, you can actually smell like something acrid about this wound.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gross. Go ahead and roll me a Constitution save, please.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Pretty good save.
As soon as you press your lips to this area and begin to try and suck out whatever venom is starting to course through May, what reaches inside is this, again, acrid, festered, thick blood that just touches your mouth. It takes all you have but to spit it out and retch, but as much as you try, it seems like this, whatever's happening, isn't waning.
Ah.
I think it is of vital importance that we save May based on some shit I'm going to think at you guys real quick. And
Oh, are we gonna go see the Archfey? I don't want Mom May to be hurt.
Mom? Said
Mommy.
Mommy?
No.
Mommy?
Winslow has trouble with
Oh.
Mom.
With May. Okay.
it's best not
No,
to make fun of him.
Mom May is no trouble.
No, I meant was saying
Mom
May.
May, his friend. Winslow likes Mom May.
Yes, we should get going.
This way.
In the mind link, I'm gonna ask. Does anyone here feel like we're walking into a trap?
I have no idea.
I think we are most certainly walking into a trap, yes.
It's on a swivel, y'all.
However,
A trap by who? By May?
I don't know.
Like,
Things
it's a
just
hell
don't
of a
seem
trap
right.
to infect oneself with a random asp attack.
this is while we're moving.
Yeah.
Thinking while we're moving.
And Winslow is like hopping through this twilight brush that
Well,
you.
Should I put her on my horse and can
Probably,
we
yeah.
all go on my horse? Because
I'll walk
he's a
next
small
to her.
creature, I'm assuming.
Yeah, Winslow can't travel as fast as your horse, that's for sure.
No, can he go on my horse as well because he's a small creature?
Yeah, could.
I mean, I guess that leaves people behind, though.
Exactly one exception. I don't think we are faster than your horse.
Right.
And I will also throw out that as you enter this, it is very dense. And it would be hard. Your horse can go. You can take your horse. That's not the problem.
Oh, yeah.
But
I'm
the
not
speed
leaving
at
it
which you can
behind.
travel through this underbrush
Okay.
is, or if we want to call it underbrush, this whatever this is, it's dense and it's hard to get. You wouldn't be able to gallop. Your horse would be moving. It's mostly to carry May, in my mind.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying, because you're not going to be traveling that much faster than you could walk or run yourself. But he will, if you allow him, or if you're asking him to, he will climb up and sit on top, because he's small enough, on top of your horse's head and kind of
This way. Oh, we'll turn now.
and kind of direct you through this. And you will walk for approximately around 5 minutes. It's kind of strange. And coming through to another clearing space.
Sorry, I meant to say this when we were leaving or do this myself. Is it okay to grab the snake head to bring it with?
Sure.
Thank you.
That thing gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, absolutely. But coming into a new clearing, what you see is like another little pooled area. It's kind of strange. But this one has sort of like a large grassy mound in the center. About roughly 20 feet in diameter, and it raises about, it's probably, it domes at about like, I don't know, I don't want to begin to try and do math like that, but it's domed, but like a 20-foot island. It's raised quite a ways, maybe like a good 5 feet above the water.
Oh, they're here, right here.
And he'll hop off your horse and kind of stand at the water's edge and kind of beckon your group to join them. A really gendered Wislow, but
on the trip over, Tower would have explained the time race, as it were.
Oh, sure.
And Tower's interpretation of that and the situation that they're currently in is that it is imperative that May has to make it through this, and we've somehow affected the time stream and the peril, possibly, and we now need to solve it, in Tower's opinion on the current matter.
In response, Aranoa thinks, what, isn't this more interference? Wouldn't the asp have gotten her if we weren't there?
Like, oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
It seems like the being was stopping us from doing something that would change too much. So wouldn't it do the same if this were the case?
Right. So by attempting to help, I think we're doing the right thing. Time-wise, as long as things don't start to get all chilly, and you all noticed the frost, right?
Yeah.
The what?
Yeah. We did, right?
I know that Aranoa did. I'm not sure about the other two. I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just when things actually froze. No. But leading up to that, you were noticing warnings, yeah?
The frost, I think, was the warning. And we will probably see that if we approach the edge of what we shouldn't be doing.
Ah. That's what that was.
I believe so. This is all unconfirmed. Like the entity was not did not seem to want to explain the situation that much, other than to warn me against and threaten me with unexistence, which was its job apparently.
Big threat.
It's like getting undone
entirely
for a moment. Getting unpersoned.
Yes, I believe the words that it used were to be plucked entirely from the stream of time. Is the consequence of disrupting the flow thereof.
If you were to be removed from all of time and existence, would that not also cause problems?
That's my thinking.
Perhaps the timeline is a self-healing thing where any one particular wound is closed by what's already there if something has to be removed. And it's the additions that are the issue. I know nothing of this.
Well, we don't want it to happen, so
Right.
we'll keep an eye out for it getting cold.
Unnaturally cold.
Yes.
I guess this is all thoughts on the way over.
Right.
So yeah.
An unpleasant thought. What if this whole asp thing is in fact supposed to be occurring? So what if this is how she turns into what she becomes?
Right.
Or she learns it from this person we're going to see.
And we were always part of the story, perhaps. And we just now need to fulfill our part. And we can't change it. if we weren't here to start with, we wouldn't be here now. Otherwise, we would be removed.
The hole in my head hurts.
I feel uneasy about all of this.
Well,
They're
apparently,
here.
Should we just leave her and go?
Oh,
I think we just arrived, according to timing, right? I think I heard.
No, I
Yeah.
meant to leave her at the place.
Oh yeah,
Leave
yeah.
her
I'm
here
saying, like,
as
but
we're
now
at.
we're thinking this, as we're here. I'm just pointing that out.
I don't know.
Perhaps.
She's not able to defend herself. We just brought her to a place, and leaving her here just passed out. That feels really wrong.
And
Yeah,
I will say,
yeah.
like, you're traveling with her, and you can see this. She is clammy to the touch, labored breathing, but otherwise in sort of like a nightmarish sleep, for what that's worth.
Uh,
I think whatever we choose to do next, we will have always done. So there's nothing to worry about. Natural. And naturally, I'm very curious as to what's going on here.
oh, me too.
Well, of course.
Winslow has no gift to offer. Well, does one of you have one?
What kind of gift?
Mm, uh, something important. I don't know.
I have this book of medicine I have carried with me and studied.
My medicine.
It's an instruction manual on how to best care for living beings to try to keep them healthy, mostly humanoid.
Is it important to you?
Yes, I have spent now 100 hours studying this tome, and the knowledge within, I mean to help keep my friends alive going forward. I think it's extremely important.
Maybe. In water.
And that tower will remove the book of medicine from its sack and place it in the water, it seems.
And you watch the book kind of drift off from your hands, and kind of float towards that mound in the center of the pool there. And it will kind of stay afloat and just kiss up against that knoll there and kind of bounce off for a moment. And then sink.
Just looking around in here to see if there's anything else.
Did that not work?
While you're rummaging in your pack, you see that the mound in the center begins to rise from the water. And old bits of vegetation start sliding, and it begins to list in your direction, revealing underneath what looks to be a giant turtle that eventually comes up out of this pool of water and kind of like locks its eyes on your group.
Oh, you wouldn't happen to be Carapax, would you?
I am Carapax, the eternal elder.
Fantastic.
What brings you here?
Well, we're trying to save our friend.
May has been bitten by, what kind of asp was it again?
I hold up the head.
This one. Apparently, cutting off the middle of the process is even worse than what was normally happening. We were hoping you might be able to remedy this.
Dread faint ass. Dark seer. Very dangerous.
Can you help her?
Bring her here.
Tower will go fetch it off the horse and carry her over in its arms.
And this water only comes up to about your waist in its deepest part. And as you get about 10 feet from this entity that's now kind of looming over you, and I actually think I have a picture for that too, so while I do this, I'll drop that if I can. When you get about to that distance, you see a bunch of roots kind of rise up in front and begin intertwining with each other and kind of building a pedestal, a dais, clearly made for her to be laid on.
I will do as nature bids.
Do as nature bids.
Doing what comes naturally. And lay her upon the dais.
Here we go. There's that picture. Just to give you sort of a idea of what we're talking about here.
Oh, wow. Fantastic.
And you'll see that the Carapax kind of, these large portal arms kind of start creeping over her and turning parts of her, just to, not in a weird way. Well, it's weird, but not in a creep way. They're just inspecting what's going on, taking note of that business on her arm. But you see that they get to like the small of her. They're like looking at her skin. You see they get the small of her back, and stop for a moment.
Oh.
And you're still in the water there, Tower?
Yeah.
They kind of beckon to you to come closer so that you can see.
Yeah, Tower will lean in.
And where the nail of their index finger rests, you can see this mark that is on her back. It looks like a birthmark. But the closer you look, you do see some sort of serpent-like shape that seems to be making a circle that ends on its tail.
And this one is fake, but not yet fake.
How's that work?
They have been marked long ago, or born. Sealy dormant.
Stealing. What was that?
Dormant. Hidden. Asleep.
And I did some kind of check on Sealy. What's Sealy?
You keep using that word.
Yeah, I'll take. Geez, what is that?
Good
I could
question.
take history. I could take religion. I could take. Yeah, let's go with that.
I love me
Sure.
some religion.
Sure.
I'll throw a die at it.
Yeah. Flint 14. That's fine. There are tales in religion that deal with Fae come up sometimes, especially being a paladin. And that is a term used for Fae, and specifically there's like Dark Seelie, not Dark Seelie. You get the gist. They're saying that, yeah, that's what they're saying, that there is dormant parts of this person.
And the Seelie are like particularly powerful Fae? Flint, in your mind?
Well, sorry. Do I have this information on hand?
I don't. I mean, okay. Out of the game, I don't think that's necessarily true.
I actually don't know.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's my understanding that that's just a term that is used. There's like two factions in like Fae realms of like they're either Dark Seelie or not.
Yeah, out of character. It's the Seelie and the Unseelie courts, which are loosely the good Fae and the bad Fae in general.
Fair enough. And these are just classification for most, if not all, Fae. They fall into one of these categories.
Correct.
Gotcha.
And that Flint would know that based on that role. Maybe not particularly to know like which way this coin falls for this individual, but enough to understand that. It's like, yeah, there's angels and demons. You know, it's the same kind of thing.
Sure.
Imagine angels and demons. Now imagine the weird.
Understood.
Yeah, so that's what they say to you while they're showing you this tower.
This is good news.
Is that what this place is? Do with the Fae? We are lost.
Yeah. This is a place. They may be safe if you complete a ritual.
What kind of
she-
ritual are we talking?
She become Fae, then Fae lands will hear her.
It seems she was marked to become Fae long ago.
Oh, yeah.
Will she be the same or will she change?
That is a philosophical question of which I have no answer. What are we but changes?
May is currently with
Where
child.
did she come from? She smells not from here. Neither do you.
We believe she originally came where we're from, according to her. But she doesn't exactly know how she got here.
Well, perhaps that's how she came to be here. Found the gate and walked through. How exciting.
Is the gate only available for Fae or Fae touched?
Oh, yes. Can't have anyone walking in. Too dangerous.
Undoubtedly. And what does this ritual consist of? And will it harm the child of our friend?
Oh, there's child.
Yes, as you can see, the one laying in front of you is large, which I believe she is like in her third trimester, right? She's about to pop. Am I tripping about this?
About to pop. Right. I
Yeah, you
mean,
know what I mean.
she's deep into a pregnancy, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. If that's what that means, then yeah.
Yeah, that's what that means. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you've never heard that before?
Yeah. You're the weird one, not me. Joking.
We shall have to see. Should be fine. If done soon. The ritual. First, you must gather the dread thing as venom. Then a dream shade lily from the enchanted grove. A tear from a time rift. And the heartwood from the blight root tree. Bring these items to me, and we can proceed.
A tear from a tyrant?
Tirade.
Oh.
I'm sorry, can I get those one more time?
The venom from a dread fame as petals from the dream shade lily and the tears of a time ray and the heartwood of the blight root tree.
So was that a key from a tyrant?
Tear from a time wraith.
Little moisture from the eye of a time wraith.
Yeah, I feel like we're having trouble here.
Yeah.
The venom from
Well,
from
you
a
just
dread
wrote it
fang
out.
ass. Okay. So let me see if it's all correct. Dread Fang Aspen. Dream Shade.
Really says a tear
Yes,
from a
tear.
time wraith.
Tear from a Time Wraith. Heartwood from Lightwood Tree. Yep, that's it all.
Awesome. It's like some of those sound like a really tall order. Do you have any suggestions of a heading?
Oh, yeah. Perhaps this will help you get there quicker.
And they're going to, like, kind of wield a bit of arcane-looking magic in their hands, and you watch as... Oh boy, that's where my brain's going, but I guess I'll just completely rip it off. You see vines start to pull into somewhat of a staff and kind of crawl up to make a cage. And with their other hand, they just snatch something glowing out of the air, stick it inside.
Here, this will guide you to the ingredients. Just hold them in your mind, and you will find your way. You already have one ingredient. Lucky you.
Well, I'm glad we packed it.
Thought it might come in handy, but I thought it might be for a potion to reverse it. Well, I guess this
You ain't wrong.
maybe.
You ain't wrong.
I'll be waiting. Good luck.
Will this also lead us back to you?
Oh, yes. When you've collected all the ingredients, just think of me, and I'll see you again.
Thank you, kind Elder Carapax. We will be back as soon as we can.
And you'll see them sink back down.
Is I forgot his name, the frog creature still with us?
Yeah, I'm here. Wow. I've only seen Carapax once before. That was really cool.
Would you like to accompany us on this quest?
Maybe, but I'm a little scared. Winslow doesn't usually do anything this interesting. But I like my May. So,
Perhaps Winslow
yeah.
should watch over May while we go off and take care of the grocery run.
Oh, Winslow can do that. My mister.
Make
I say
sure
in
that... Go ahead.
in the mind league, you don't think it might be helpful to keep him around and we can try and question him more? Get more info about May?
Yeah, it could be, but it doesn't seem like they know that much about May.
Well, I guess I could ask now. How do you know May?
Oh, well, I I saw all the delicious things, and I wondered where they came from. And turns out, May and her mate planted them. And so I asked May if I could maybe have some sometimes. And she said, yeah, because she likes Winslow. And Winslow likes May, so we're friends.
How long have you known her?
Oh, forever.
Oh.
Please stop.
Maybe.
What?
In the mind link, May has been here how long?
I don't think we really know because of time weirdness. I don't know.
Yeah.
Years
Yeah,
at
we
least,
seem to
right?
be in the loop. How forever are we talking?
Are you asking your group or are you asking
not asking.
Winslow? Okay. You're just
That's strictly
asking
my
the ether? Sure.
Yeah, I don't think Wislow's gonna give us a proper answer.
No.
I figured he meant his life. I figured that's what forever meant.
Right.
That
and
that
I
would make
think
sense.
based on our previous conversations with May that she's been out here approaching a yearish now. I believe when we first spoke to her, it was a couple weeks. And now she is well into a pregnancy that has happened. And I think she ran into Rayron a couple weeks after we left. I don't remember the story.
I
Okay.
want to just also say something that you've sort of been figuring out yourselves, just as a little reminder too. Like, things are just, it's hard to say what a week is when
Sure.
I think so, at least, when you're just in constant, unchanging twilight.
Am I
Yeah.
remembering wrong then? I mean, I know obviously we don't know exact times, but I thought like they had spent a long time together before he passed. Is that not
Well,
right?
That's how it sounded. I'll say
Okay.
that.
Okay.
But
fair
also, when you checked your tree that you embedded something in, it had only grown about 7 months.
enough. Right. Right.
Oh,
So a lot of weirdness. A lot of weirdness.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing that all information all out there because, who knows how slowly or fast something grows in a place like this and what that even means.
Including this
But-
frog.
but including this frog. You're right. So, yeah. I hope that helps while not helping at all.
No,
I
yeah,
understand.
absolutely. It's perfect.
Perfectly cromulent advice.
Yep.
Well, do I stay or do I go now?
Ah,
Sorry.
I
knew
could
that was
honestly
right.
go either way. It's really up to Draw and the sheriff. It seems like there's any disagreement happening there. I could be wrong about that.
I guess it doesn't
It's like
matter.
I was merely making a suggestion so that the little one doesn't get into any more danger.
Seeing as what happened with our last traveler.
Winslow is good at hiding.
Well, I
Yeah,
suppose
I'm-
we could leave it up to Winslow.
Oh. Winslow doesn't know his head hurts.
Oh.
You should come with us, Winslow.
Okay.
Let's see what you bring to the table.
Oh, I didn't know I needed to bring something. I have this.
And he reaches into his little sack and pulls out like 3 berries.
Will this be okay?
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's a
Into the
start.
mind link. Are you sure you want this liability?
I think we are all in agreement that Wislow's life is in Wislow's hands.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, not paws either. What do frogs have? Not fins. Flippers? Maybe no.
Oh. No, what are they called?
Not paws. Pads. You laugh, pads.
Yeah. Sure.
Lily pads. They put their pads on pads? That seems weird.
Pads on pads on pads.
Okay.
All the way down.
Shall we head off on this wonderful adventure? The 5 of us? 5 of us? There's a horse.
The
And
quantity
a
of
steel defender.
And 6.
the pack. The party even.
Winslow now.
Party plus.
And obviously this dying body on this pedestal is going to be perfectly safe in its clearing. Because
Nothing could possibly go wrong.
it's Carapax's clearing. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it is the domain of an archfey, to your knowledge.
There you go.
So do with that as you will.
It definitely took some doing to get us here. Fucking frog. I don't know if I can trust this frog taking me through this Fey realm.
I know it's getting kind of late for us. I assume it is. People still have obligations as normal, I assume. I would just love it if we could decide on a thing, if we're collecting ingredients, which ingredient we're going to collect. That would be cool.
Nah, I think you should prepare for all of them.
Simultaneous.
Oh, I am. I'm just saying that's a better spot with the decision made.
Yeah, why do something so as inefficient as choose? We're just going to do all 3 of them at the same time.
We're not split up.
Oh, you could.
Not go
Even that,
round by
we're gonna
round.
make sure they're all in the same place at the same time.
Oh, I guess they're just called feet.
That's weird.
Yeah. I suggest that we go after the Dream Shade Lily. I am curious as to what this enchanted grove is.
I second that. And I feel like being able to acquire a time rates tier is simply a matter of refusing to heed the call.
Well, this thing will lead us to it, so. But yeah, I'm fine with the enchanted grove.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to imagine the case where we try to summon the Rave again. And every time we try to summon the Rave, because it is still technically a part of the canon timeline for us to try and summon it, we can't summon it because trying to go against the flow of time is actively going with the flow.
Like, we've decided Dream Shade Lily, enchanted grove. But, yeah, if we just flip a coin and decide to walk away, that will get the time raised to attention, right?
Well, I'm curious to see how this thing just leads us to it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, let's see what happens with
Because
that.
before they told us that we were going to get this staff or whatever you want to call it, I was like, oh, we're going to have to tempt it to come. But
I guess not. Yeah, with the staff, it will just somehow take us there. Maybe it will take us to a point of time divergence somehow. And it's up to us. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen in this game.
I'm just imagining we just go to a part of the swamp where we keep flipping a coin and it keeps coming up heads until we get into Rosencrantz Guildenstern territory.
Interesting stuff.
They
What was fun?
Yeah.
Thank you, Dub. Really
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Stuff.
Yeah. This is it's wild and wacky and a whole thing that came out of
Wait, so-
nowhere. That's fun.
So no
Yeah.
choice?
What?
do a
We
choice.
said
We're
it a
going to
long
change
time
Yeah,
that.
ago.
the Dream Shade
Rolling
Lily.
for Dream Shade Lily.
Oh, right. Okay, so who's holding that thing?
What, the asp?
Oh, the
No.
the staff.
The staff.
Oh. Mhm.
I'd be concerned to have Flint hold on to it. My
Sorry,
perception
what is
is
staff?
absolute dog shit.
The thing that the Archfey
And it
made
is
that's
staff
supposed to guide you.
size, right? Like,
Probably for a medium creature. Yeah.
Give
Ew.
it a shot.
All right.
sure.
And you choosing to go after the Dream Shade Lily, you take that into your mind's eye, and you watch as this the thick foliage around you kind of starts building itself into an arch and just a tunnel of trees as you get kind of wobbly, like almost vertigo, as you're looking down it.
Oh.
And we'll stop there, I guess.
Yay.
At the entrance of this weird tunnel.
Item stuff.
Cool.
Good times.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Dominic.
I'm glad we're having fun.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
wild and wacky. I guess I should turn off recordings. Right. Shit, my bad.
And we're
Might be situations. Let's stop that one. Undo. And stop. No, it's not where I put it. That